Welcome to our video today, and we're going to be discussing how to set up least cost routing. Whether you have heard of least cost routing or you're new to the idea, this video will be a guideline to show you the steps necessary for setting up least cost routing. This strategy is really ideal for dialer traffic if you are at about 300,000 minutes a month or more, and even for non-dialer traffic if you are pushing over 1 million minutes per month. This graphic here shows the basic concept of what least cost routing is in a dialer environment. The calls are distributed in this example between just 2 carriers based on which one has the least cost for each individual call. A good goal is to get about 3 to 5 carriers into your mix. Now, if you have a call center or you are a hosted dialer provider, reseller of minutes, then the best candidates to take advantage of the most competitive rates are SIP trunking if you've completely converted all the way to SIP trunking, or if you are on a PRI and you are looking to switch over to SIP trunking. And lastly, if you're on a PRI and you want to convert to SIP with a voice gateway because you're just not ready to upgrade your PBX equipment. The benefits of least cost routing are that with using multiple SIP carriers, you will get the lowest cost route on every call based on which carrier had the lowest cost for that destination, and more completed calls as well. So rather than pay a flat rate per minute, you can easily lower your costs 15 to 20% or more using least cost routing because you're getting the lowest cost on each individual dial. In addition, you can see about 15 to 25% savings if you combine LRN-DIPs, which stands for local routing number, and we will cover what LRN-DIPs are a little more in depth in a video we'll be releasing in the near future. Now the options are, if you own a proprietary switch or you use a software-driven server, you might already have least cost routing as a feature built into your hardware that makes your calls. There are also third-party programmers of servers, switches, and dialers, and also software-based solutions you can purchase. If your hardware is open source, such as Asterisk, you either need to have a very robust server with a lot of processing speed or get a separate server for the same kind of programming because Asterisk is such a huge resource hog. Now, the most cost-effective way to get started are hosted in the cloud solutions, which are a pay-as-you-go model. This here is a simple example of a section of a rate deck, which we also call an MPA-NXX rate deck. As you can see here, each exchange you dial is billed at a different rate per minute throughout the U.S. based on whether it's an interstate or interstate call. I mentioned LRN-DIPs before, and in this diagram a simplified overview of what it is. There are databases updated daily of all numbers in the USA with who the current holding carrier of a number is, which also includes about 30% of all numbers that have ported from the original carrier. So here we see that if a dial was made to a number in the 215-249 exchange, then carrier B would win the route, but if the number had been ported to a cable company, then the real lowest cost carrier winds up being carrier A. And this has to do with least cost routing and also LRN billing. We'll get more into that in our future video. So, needless to say, we can help you in any of these situations to connect with the right companies, to assist you in getting least cost routing and LRN-DIPs set up. So when you're ready to start the process, please contact us at our email address or toll-free number here. And thanks for tuning in today.